Welcome to another video. In this video, we'll be looking at the multiplication of two 2 by 2 matrices. So it says that given that A is equal to A, B, C, and D, and B is equal to E, F, and G, then we are to multiply A times B. So we're going to have matrix A, B, C, and D multiply by E, F, G, and H. Okay. So whenever we're multiplying matrices, one of the things that we need to remember is that we must remember it's the rows of the first multiplied by the columns of the second. Okay? So basically, we are going to, so here we have row 1, call that row 1, and row 2. Then we're going to multiply that by column 1 and column 2. So before we get into the actual multiplication, when we are finished at this first element, it must be row 1, column 1. Second element over here must be the same row 1 times column 2, and then at this third element we're going to have row 2, because remember it's a row of the first multiplied by the column of the second, so it's row 2 column 1, so row 2 column 1, and then this fourth element, it's row 2 times column 2, so it's row 2, sorry about that, but it's row 2, so you know it's row 2 times column 2. Okay, so let's go ahead and multiply. So here, so it's row 1 column 1, first element, so row 1 column 1. What will that look like? It's going to be A times E, so row 1 column 1, plus B times G. So that's first element. Second element, still dealing with row 1 column 2, so it must be A times F plus B times H. So here we have the second, and then at the second element and then the third element, it must be row 2 column 1. So here we have row 2 times column 1, so therefore it must be C times E plus D times G. So again, it's row 2 column 1. Then fourth element must be row 2 column 2, so therefore it's going to be C times F plus D times H. So basically, if we were to use letters, this is what we would have got. So therefore, in order for us to get, so if we were to work with numbers, this is the same approach that we would have taken to the multiplication of matrices. No. So just as a reminder, the rules of multiplication of 2 by 2 matrices are the rows of the first is multiplied by the columns of the second. Okay, so let's try an example. So we have 2, -1, 4, 3. So matrix S, Q is equal to that. Matrix R is equal to 1, 6, -5, and 4. So we are to find QR. QR, so it's going to be 2, -1, 4, 3 multiplied by 1, 6, -5, 4. Okay? So remember, it's the rows of the first multiplied by the columns of the second. So we're going to have 2 times 1 plus -1 times -5. Okay? So that's first element. So now let us look at the second element. So the second element is going to be 2 2 times, so it's first row, second column. So it's 2 times 6 plus -1 times 4. And then for this third element, it must be second row, first column. So it's 4 times 1 plus 3 times -5. And for the fourth element, it's 4 times 6 plus 3 times 4. Okay, so let's simplify. 2 ones will give you 2. -1 times -5 will give you a +5. And then we have two sixes will give us 12. And -1 times 4 will give us a -4. So we have -4 here. And then we have 4 times 1 will give us 4. And then 3 times -5 will give us -15. And then here we have 6 fours will give you 24. And 3 fours will give us 12. So our final answer is 5 plus 2 will give you 7. 12 minus 4 will give you 8. 4 minus 15 will give us -11. And 24 plus 12 will give us 36. So, gentle people, this is once we take the simple approach to the multiplication of 2 by 2 matrices, then the multiplication of matrices should become very easy to us. Just remember that whenever we need to be careful with the signs. So we must remember that we're multiplying directed numbers. Negative times negative will give you a positive, while a negative times a positive will give you a negative. And once we understand that, then we are supposed to be able to solve this, perform the multiplication of 2 by 2 matrices. Now that you have understood, or now that you are able to see how we multiply matrices, try this matrix multiplication, R times Q. So we just did R, we just did QR. Now I'm asking you to do R times Q. Now, so check to see if the matrix multiplication is commutative. Check to see if QR is equal to RQ. All right. So Again, and if you don't know what the word commutative means, remember commutative means the order of operation does not matter. All right, so do that. Again, remember to continue to share these videos with your friends, continue to watch them, to review them, so that at the end of the day you will become very adept at doing mathematics. Don't be afraid to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and please comment so that I can continue to work on improving the ears, and whatever ear would you would like for me to help you with. Please do not be afraid to state it in the comment section below.